I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Panels, when you're using social media, you are assigning yourself to have your data to be taken. When these big companies like Facebook and WhatsApp join, there will be privacy enrichment no matter what. And our sites of JAWS thinks that even if there are privacy enrichment by these big tech companies, it is okay and it is equal to the amount of benefits that we are receiving at the end of the day, right? Because it won't do you any harm. It won't be as severe as like controlling what you are buying or controlling what you are purchasing through the app, right? It won't be as severe as controlling your camera and mic, as the government sites have said. And also, you can see without this merger and acquisitions, there are already privacy enrichment, right? Then what is the significant difference between them, right? Because at the end of the day, you are getting something from this app. You're getting the ease of shop from Goto. You are getting the entertainment for YouTube. You are getting the benefits from this tech company industry apps, right? So we think that this is not a problem at all, panels. Now, we all know that acquisitions are made to achieve and make the companies grow a lot in over a short period of time. And we think that it is the mandatory job for the larger companies to take the actions, to take the decisions, right? Because at first there are two different companies joining into one. Of course, there are going to be backlash. It is normal to have problems at first. But the larger companies won't just stay still and do nothing, right? They will take action so that these acquisitions will become successful and not become a failure. Moving on to my argument. Why we think that merger and acquisitions will bring more good than harm. As the government sides of the house states that there are a lot of benefits in a merger or an acquisition, right? For example, you can easily remove a competitor in the market so that you can make your product cheaper and reduce the cost to compete them. Now, our main goal as a company is to gain revenue and also money, right? We can see a lot of benefits from these 2 points. First, the ease of application. Now, when these big companies merge or acquire another company, their audience of customers spreads rapidly, right? You now have a new business target because you expanded the sector of your market. The example is Goto. You can easily buy the things you want without having any real trouble, right? You don't need to go to the local grocery store just to buy some daily necessity. You can use Gojek easily, right? But when you want to buy something that it is not around you, that it is not accessible around you, you need to pay for the shipping payment. Now, if there are a merger between Gojek and Tokopedia, which is Goto, you can easily use Tokopedia to buy the things you want, and Gojek will directly deliver the package to your house. And from this scenario alone, we already can see the benefit of having Goto in our daily life. And also notice that this process is also much faster and much easier rather than using a delivery company, right? Now, to respond to the government side of the house statement where it can harm the user, where it can harm the worker, we think that the apps the society right now are using is depending on whether or not the apps are popular, whether or not these companies are making adjustment to the status quo right now. Because the society are not using because they have dominance over the market, right? Not because the investors are investing in these companies, right? Because if we see the status quo right now, there are still a lot of big companies competing with each other. Even though Facebook has bought Instagram, even though Facebook has bought WhatsApp, right now there are still a lot of platforms such as social media for users to go opt out, for example TikTok or even Twitter, right? So we don't see that the scenario where it will harm the users so that because they cannot opt out. So there are no scenario that will harm the workers because they need to work with only one company will happen, right? Because right now in our status quo right now, the market is just so unpredictable, and you cannot say if you merger and acquire another company, there will be no other competitors in the market, right? Moving on to my second point, the growth of the company. Panels, merger can give company to grow their market share, to grow their business even without doing a lot of effort, a lot of time, right? What we want to achieve at first, as I mentioned earlier, is to become successful companies, is to gain revenue, because we already sacrificed a lot, right? For example, a merger that will help a company a lot is like Apple. So Apple will work together with Microsoft, because as we know right now, it is quite hard to access Microsoft Office from the Apple products, right? Now, because they have different server and etc. and etc. But by having this merger, we can see the clear benefits of those users who are having Apple, who are having difficulty to access the Microsoft Office from the Apple product, right? And we can see them by joining forces. They can even create more creative product because they have the market power to do so that they don't have before the merger. They can create fresh and new idea for the consumers later on to consume. And the main reasons why tech companies want to merger and make acquisitions is that they want to cut the cost, so they don't need to compete against each other, right? So this Apple company does not need to compete with Microsoft and outsmart them. So it is less risky for this company just to make a deal, and this is why we proudly to oppose.